Alright guys, so I got the steering shaft out of the Blazer here, and there's quite a bit of play side to side you can wiggle, as well as if you were to twist it like it is in the steering system. Obviously you get a little more torque when it's actually in the steering wheel, so you can actually see how much it moves when it's connected to a steering wheel, but there's a lot of slack in that, so it's going to get replaced with this brand new piece. You can get a rubber kit, a help kit, at your local hardware store, but I prefer to get this one from rockauto.com. I was able to order it, and it's just a much more solid piece. Basically, the way this is designed is that's a rubber flex joint, but then also these metal pieces around here are designed if the rubber completely fails, you'll still be able to steer the vehicle. You won't lose complete steering altogether. It will bind up a bit, I'm sure, but it's a safety feature. So what I have to do is grind out these rivets here, these two, that remove it from the shaft. Try cut through the side here, cut the rivet, and then on the front side I can smooth it out and then pop the rivet out in order to bolt on the new piece with these two bolts. So I'm going to get to grinding on this, and I will show you how it comes out.
It appears I lost the audio on this section of the video, but you can see I was able to cut the rivets out. I was able to grind right through the rubber and then cut through the rivets. Once they were off, I smoothed them out with the edge of the kind of bracket there, and then punched them through with a hammer and a punch. It's a good idea to use a vise when trying to punch out those rivets. The shaft is collapsible for an accident, so you do not want to break the collapsible part of the shaft. So hammering on it with the bottom section of the shaft is not a good idea. You can see I put the cover back on to protect the sleeve. It's a good idea to grease up the shaft where it meets up with the steering column. It is now ready for me to remove the bolt and then reinstall it onto the steering shaft and the steering box.
The steering coupler has been replaced. It feels a lot better, especially on the highway. It doesn't feel like it wants to wander. When you turn the wheel, it actually has a better response to it. So steering coupler is good. Again, new pitman and idler arms, so that also helps. So you might not be able to tell from the videos, but the front tires on this vehicle, or all four tires, are kind of, they're got good decent tread to them, but they're worn unevenly and they're a bit old, so they're got a bit of dry rot to them. So I'm eventually going to put the tires from the Sonoma on here for now until the Sonoma is on the road. But before I do that, I want to make sure that it gets in alignment and isn't going to ruin the good tires I put on it. One thing I don't have is a good spare. I have no spare for the Sonoma, and the spare on this vehicle is got good tread again, but dry rotted. It's old. So I wanted to get a spare and a new tire. So while I was doing it, I decided I was going to get a new rim with different back spacing. The wheels on the Sonoma are Camaro rims, which have 4.5-inch back spacing, and they're 15 by 7. So what I ended up buying is that is a Pro Comp rim. It is a 15 by 8, 0 offset, which gives you a 4.5-inch back spacing. So same back spacing as the Camaro rims, except it's a 1-inch wider rim. So what we're going to do is just do a little quick test fit on the front of this to see how well it fits and what rubs. It's the same 31-inch tall tire, BF Goodrich. It's the old standard KO, it's not the KO2. But it's a brand new tire, and we're going to see how it fits on the vehicle. So I'm going to get it bolted up and we'll see how it looks. So we have it in on the vehicle. As you can see, the 4.5-inch back spacing does make it poke out from the wheel well, but not a lot. Well, it's a lot. The tread itself is probably 1.5 inches, the tire edge, probably 2 inches. I think it'll give it a aggressive look and stance. But we're gonna pull it outside and see what it looks like outside and see what kind of issues I have turning. Looking at it now, it may not even actually be that bad. It may not actually rub. So right there, you can see it's far enough out that you're going to have to really compress probably the tire. So normal driving, I don't think it should be an issue. Maybe off-road, that corner would need to be trimmed a bit. But overall, it looks actually pretty good. Alright guys, so let me know what you think. Should I go with all steel wheels? Or do you like the factory wheels? Do you like how much it sticks out, or do you prefer it to be under the wheel well? So let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.